Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in USL Championship. And what we'll do over the next little bit is we'll go backward before we go forward, get you ready for the week that was, and get you ready for the week that will be when it comes to USL Championship. So going back in time over the last 7 days, here is what has gone on. It was very, very busy in the midweek and a tremendous work of art on the 10th with 3, 6, 9, 10 matches on a crisscrossing Saturday in USL Championship. So here's your action. Memphis 901 shuts out Atlanta United 2 by the score of 4-0 in the midweek last week. FC Tulsa and Lou City, that one was a 2-2 draw at a plus 281. RGV knocks off El Paso at Southwest University Park by the score of 2-0 at a plus 186. Also on the board, Monterey Bay, a 1-0 win at Cardinal over Orange County SC. Also last week in the midweek late Friday night football at Montclair, the Miami FC is a minus 169, beat Red Bulls 2 by the score of 7-1, and the folks at the Miami FC were a minus 169. Now, your big Saturday, and here's where we'll come up with our matches of the week. First and foremost, we'll start off with a goalless draw. And you're sitting there going, John, why are we focusing on a goalless draw? Well, I'll tell you, because it was Pittsburgh and Lou City across the board, two of the top teams in the East going at it at Highmark. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends at the USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
That's a question I wanted to ask you as we got into things tonight, whether this was the strongest lineup, but there is the whistle. Our referee tonight is Melvin Rivas as we get things started on a busy sports night here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And now a set-piece opportunity for Kennardo Forbes in Pittsburgh. Forbes curls this all the way into the back post, headed back centrally, Ordonez just wide. Look there at Bob Lilly, and this has been a very good stretch for Pittsburgh. Just one loss in their last 12 games as this cross comes into the back post. Saved there by Jamali Waite, and then put out a play for a corner kick. Long throw-in. Chance here, and this is just looping over the bar. Ownby. This will be Gonzalez clipping it in. The header looping towards goal. Waite watches this fly over the crossbar. And that's the end of the first half. No goals in it. Some chances for Pittsburgh, a few for Louisville. Lofted forward, it's Dikwa. Beautiful first touch. Comes back centrally. And this is towards the line and cleared away. I don't know how Louisville kept that out, but they did.
Watch the ball that actually they try and clear it here, and then watch Oscar Jimenez. It's awkward. He almost puts this into the back of his own net. Josh Winder can't see it, and it's the recovery by El Capitan. All the way back across. One of it.
Dia and Jimenez. Oscar Jimenez curls it in, the header towards goal. Easily taken in there by Jamali Waite. Actually vault Pittsburgh above Birmingham Legion by 1 point ahead of their game on Wednesday. It's the lone game in the USL Championship. Kizza bearing down, Kizza!
Not a save.
Kyle Morton once again. And it's out of play. And there is the final whistle. We finish where we started.
Goalless draw there at a plus 229. Follow that up with a big win by Indy 11, with Indy 11 beating Birmingham by the score of 4-3 at the Mike at a plus 252. Hartford Athletic in their first match with Tab Ramos as head coach beat FC Tulsa by the score of 3-2. Charleston in another shocker at a plus 370 beats Tampa Bay by the score of 2-1 at Patriots Point. Out west, your matchups there. San Antonio continues their lock on the top spot in the West with a 1-0 win at Toyota against San Diego Loyal at a minus 109. RGV in their rivalry with New Mexico United is our Western game at down in Edinburgh, Texas. Rio Grande Valley went in at a minus 120. Your draw plus 237. New Mexico United plus 313. Here's your highlights, courtesy of our friends USL Championship, ESPN Plus, and YouTube.
allowed the opponent to slip away, so the Toros would like to find themselves on the other side of those outcomes moving forward, picking up some big victories, especially as they start to face teams that are into that slump mid-season where they're allowing some points to go away. Now find themselves on the cusp of one of those top 7 positions, but as we said, they can't continue to give up points as they were doing here at home earlier in the year. It's 3 points, and 3 points put you in a good spot.
A pass into the box, it's centered. A chance here in front, a shot and a goal for New Mexico United. That's Armando Moreno from El Salvador, who scores for New Mexico United, puts them up early here in the 8th minute.
And that would,
Go ahead.
Yeah, look at Wehan right here, just slips that through. A couple of Toros go to ground to try to cover that. And in the process, all Moreno has to do is just stand up, and he's got a wide open look at net. You over pursue, as you see it there for the Toros, and you leave some pretty.
Goes out of play, it'll be a Toros throw-in. 15 minutes in here at HEB Park, 1-0, New Mexico United in front. Third meeting between these two teams this year. Oh, and here's a long pass for Ikaza, a shot and a goal. It's onside, and the Toros have evened things up at 1 here in the 16th minute of play. What a shot by Ikaza.
The fine slips through, and look at this. Akeem just stands up tall. Akwe is able to take that, send it forward, and Ikaza stays onside and then breaks through. He's one-on-one and just has to put a little bit of a boot to it. That's a beautiful drop by Akwe. He placed it beautifully, and Ikaza very definitely just turns that foot.
There's Portillo, put this in toward the net, a header, and it goes wide. Toros able to gain possession there thanks to Cabezas. Raiders scoring the lone goal for New Mexico United, their last time out. It's a little over a week ago against New Mexico United, against El Paso. Ikaza slides it inside, chance from the top of the box, and a shot, and it's a goal by the Toros. They've scored again, and guess who? Christian Pinzon, his 5th goal in the last 5 games.
Bouncing around, and Christian Pinzon says, well, if you're not going to come out and mark me, watch what I can do with this left foot. Pulls it to the left, gives himself some space, and look at the precision.
Cabezas now. Fjellberg, one touch to Ikaza, who has some space. Off to the left side, into the area. That's Hernandez, and a nice save there by the New Mexico United goalkeeper, Tambakis.
To make sure he punches his way. Look how quickly he can bring a strike, and that was placed beautifully. The Tambakis reads it even better.
You got a 5-man wall there for the Toros. They've also got Ikaza laying down. He's not tired or anything. He's just trying to block a shot, and there's a nice one right there on net, and Derek is in position for the save. Now a chance. This is Moreno here, moving in closer, and he's knocked off the ball. Toros able to clear that one into safety. Now to Ruiz in the open field. They have a 2-on-1 here. That's Fjellberg on the other side. There's Fjellberg now with the ball. Shot and a score! Toros in front 3-1, and Fjellberg with his 5th goal of the year.
And fieldwork of staying onside, and then by the time New Mexico United gets back to try to challenge, it's a 2-on-1 race. Fjellborg just a beautiful job of forcing Tambakis to protect that left side and then just tucking it to the right.
Yeah, Fjellberg with a lot of poise there, just waited for the ball, waited for his spot.
Clearly want to try to control the ball. They want to get possession and try to make possession level moves, and that's why you bring in midfielders.
Oh, and here's a nice through ball from Fjellberg. That's to Lopez, just came onto the pitch, and his first shot just barely off target. Now wearing the captain's armband after Torres was subbed out. And here's Martinez, pass it off to Pinzon. Kind of give and go, back to Martinez, inside, a quick shot. Trying to catch Tambakis unawares, but goes just wide. New Mexico United with 9 players forward right now. Here's the ball, into the box, a chance in front by Williams. Couldn't quite get the touch on it, and it goes wide. That's Ricketts. There's another look at it, Brian.
I mean, that's placed beautifully.
Akwe heads that one out. It's chipped away by Martinez. And there's the whistle, and that's going to do it. And the Toros have won it. A 3-1 victory for the Rio Grande Valley Toros over New Mexico United here.
Big win for RGV. New Mexico chasing after playoff spots and playoff positioning could not afford a result like that. Crossover, East versus West. Detroit City travels all the way to downtown Colorado Springs to take on the Switchbacks. Detroit City wins it by the score of 2-1 at a plus 330. Sacramento Republic plays Loudoun United, and they get the win by the score of 4-0 at a minus 400. Orange County SC, they played Los Dos at Championship Stadium in Irvine, California. Final 1-0 there at a plus 106. Vegas Lights and Monterey Bay was postponed. Oakland Roots, a 2-0 win on the road at Wild Horse Pass, as Phoenix was a minus 103, the Roots a plus 235, and your draw is a plus 257. So big win for Oakland on the road at Phoenix, as Phoenix's rough season really continues. So let's take a peek at the standings after all those matches in the midweek. In the East, Lou City now has kind of widened their margins to 5 after 29 matches played. They are 5 points clear of Memphis 901. Memphis 901 at 55 points, but then here's group number 1. Tampa Bay Rowdies with the loss, could have capitalized, did not, and they have 54 points. Pittsburgh, 52 points, unbeaten in their last 5. They're in 4th. Birmingham at 51 points. The loss to Indy 11 really hurt their chances of climbing the table. They're at 51 points, so they're at the tail end of group number 1. The Miami FC and Detroit City, they are chasing after 6 and 7, practically mirror images with each other, but the Miami FC right now at 47 points, 13 wins. Detroit City has a match in hand, and they're at 46 points. That's your playoff picture right now in the Eastern Conference. Below the playoff bar, FC Tulsa still trying to chase, but they only have 4 matches to go, and they're 11 points out of the playoffs at present at 35 points. Indy 11 has 6 matches to go, and that's the only reason they have not been eliminated yet from playoff contention, is that they're at 32 points. Hartford Athletic eliminated at 30 points. Loudoun United eliminated at 24. They've lost 3 of 4. Charleston Battery, they've won 2 in a row, unbeaten in 4 of 5. They're at 24 points. Atlanta United 2 is at 19 points, 4 matches to go. Red Bulls 2 at 14 points and 5 matches to go. Western Conference, everybody's still in this one, and here's why. San Antonio, 63 points. They're 11 points clear. They've got a match in hand on San Diego Loyal. Looks like everything in the West is going to end up going through Toyota Stadium. But they still have to keep an eye on Lou City if they're going to get home field all the way through. San Diego Loyals lost 3 in a row in 4 of 5. They're at 52 points. Here comes Colorado Springs, but they could have leapt over San Diego had they beaten Detroit City. They lose. They're at 51. Now, Sacramento Republic, kind of in an island at the moment. They're in 4th at 46. They've got a match in hand with the folks around them in Colorado Springs and New Mexico United. New Mexico United's at 42. They've lost 4 of 5. El Paso Locomotive at 40 points, 30 matches played. Vegas Lights, 28 matches, 37 points. They've lost 2 in a row. Now, here's the rest of the playoff picture as everybody's chasing Vegas. RGV is at 36 points. They're in 8th at 10, 6, and 12. Los Dos has played 1 more match, and they have 1 more loss. They're at 36 points. Oakland Roots, 36 points, 8 wins. They're the one who has the most to climb. Monterey Bay, 35 points, 11 wins. They have matches in hand with everyone around them. Phoenix Rising, 28 matches. They've lost 4 in a row. They're at 32. Orange County SC, 31 points, 7 wins in their first 29. So that's how it looks with your standings when it comes to the USL Championship. Next matches on the board start in the midweek. Birmingham and Pittsburgh, big one in the Eastern Conference in that 3-4-5-6 race. It is Birmingham at a minus 111 at Protective. Your draw is a plus 248. Pittsburgh is a plus 264. Also on the board, on the schedule, and going across the board, it's going to be a busy midweek, and then it's going to be the typical very busy weekend. On Friday night football at AutoZone, Memphis 901 hosting the Charleston Battery. Saturday in Hartford, we'll go quick. 7 o'clock, Trinity Health, Vegas Lights visit Hartford. 7 o'clock, Boca Raton at Ricardo Silva, the Miami FC, hosts Atlanta United 2. 7:30 at Keyworth, Detroit City hosting Tampa Bay. 7:30 at Lynn Family, Lou City hosting Loudoun. 8:30 at HEB, RGV hosting Colorado Springs Switchbacks. 8:30 at Toyota, San Antonio FC New Mexico United. 10 o'clock at Cardinal, Monterey Bay hosting Indy 11. 10 o'clock at Laney, Oakland hosting Red Bulls 2. 10 o'clock at Torero, San Diego hosting Phoenix Rising. Sunday, 2 matches, 1 at Hard Health, Sacramento Republic hosting Orange County SC. 8 o'clock at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. It's Los Dos and El Paso Locomotive. That is a lot of matchups in a very short period of time. News from in and around the league. Augustine Williams for the Charleston Battery set for a Sierra Leone return for national team duty. San Diego Loyal's Kyle Adams has gotten his first call-up for New Zealand. Power rankings are out for Week 27, and we'll go through that, but focusing on the Eastern Conference after, say, the top 10 or so. San Antonio at 1, Detroit City in the power rankings up 4 from 6 to number 2. Lou City's up 1-3. Colorado up 1-4. Memphis 901 up 3-5. Tampa Bay down 4-6. Sacramento up 3-7. Pittsburgh down 1-8. Indy 11 up 6 to number 9 in the power rankings, and Birmingham Legion down 7 to number 10 after the loss to Indy 11. In the East, the Miami FC is at 11, and they have stayed there. Hartford Athletic up 3-17. Charleston Battery up 4-19. FC Tulsa down 2-21. Loudoun down 3-25. Atlanta United 2 down 1-26. And Red Bulls 2 staying at 27. So that is your power rankings for a USL Championship for this week. Goal of the Week nominees for Week 27. And once again, Goal of the Week, Save of the Week. You can vote Goal of the Week Monday through Thursday on game weeks until noon Eastern, and then Save of the Week is Tuesday through Friday. Your Fans' Choice Goal of the Week for Week 27 come from Linda Mafeka from Phoenix against Oakland, Jack Gurr, Sacramento Republic against Loudoun, Prince Saidi from Hartford against Tulsa, Emilio Icaza from RGV against New Mexico, Declan Wynn for Colorado Springs against Detroit City. So it is Mafeka, Gurr, Saidi, Icaza, and Declan Wynn. Charleston Battery's Hugo Farreau picks up championship save of the month for his action against Lou City last month, and San Antonio's Nicky Hernandez claims the championship's goal of the month award for his goal against Vegas at Toyota Field. So Charleston Battery's Hugo Farreau, San Antonio's Nicky Hernandez, your award winners for save and goal of the month for the month of August. Also on the board this week, anything else that is going on? Pittsburgh Riverhounds keeper Jamali White has earned a call-up from Jamaica, so we'll keep an eye on that. Also on the board, once again, keep an eye on what's going on in Irvine, California, and we will see if what the decisions are by the city of Irvine about the future of Championship Stadium in Irvine. There has been an interest by the city to pair up with LA Galaxy for their MLS Next Pro franchise and get it ready for possibly being used as a training facility or a facility for activity in Los Angeles in and around the 2026 World Cup, and that has been a great source of consternation with our with the team at Orange County. So we'll see what happens with the decision by the city of Irvine and what happens next with Orange County. So we'll see what happens there, as that decision is supposed to be slated for this week as well. Reminder, once again, if you are in market and can go attend a match, go attend a match. Quality competition across the board from our friends with the USL Championship. If you cannot attend and you are in market, follow along on your local providers. If you are out of market and want to continue following along, what you do is you go to ESPN Plus. All the games for the USL Championship are right there with you on ESPN Plus all season long. So for everybody here at SDH, thanks for being a part of everything every single week here as we cover the USL Championship. Don't forget USLChampionship.com. Sign up and follow along on their social media platforms on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram. For everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the action of USL Championship.